It is 3:37, the 4th of March. Happy Thursday. I'm Austin Reed. Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. We're broadcasting live right now on YouTube TV, Facebook, Instagram, and of course at our home, CentralValleyTalk.com. I'm Austin Reed. Thanks for being with us. Hope your day's going well. We got the weekend right around the corner, and we're talking about music late this afternoon. We're going to be joined by a very, very talented and upcoming musician who's based right here in California. His name is Profe. He's got a brand new song. It's called Only You. We're going to play that first for you and then bring Profe on. So stay with us and take a listen.
This world seem bright. Only you can make the darkness bright. Only you and you alone can thrill me like you do and fill my heart with love. For only you, only you can make all this change in me. For it's true, you are my destiny. When you hold my hand, I understand the magic that you do. You are my dream come true, my one and only you. Can thrill me like you do and fill my heart with love for only you. Only you can make all this change in me. For it's true, I understand the magic that you do. You are my dream come true, my one and only you. You are my dream come true, my one and only you.
And I know that girl. My gosh, I didn't know that was V&A Cobian, the world famous, in your video. That's awesome. Profe joining us live via Facebook Messenger. Good afternoon, my friend.
Good afternoon. Well, I'm so thrilled to be here with you guys in this new program, Central Valley Talk, and I am just honored to be here. And as I'm not sure if you realize that that song was written back in 1951.
No, really?
Yeah,
It sounded kind of familiar. So who sang it originally?
originally the Platters, group name African American, fantastic, talented group, the Platters. And what
Okay.
I did was only put the music in with mariachi or Mexican mariachi band. Uh, they
Beautiful.
they have different arrangements with fantastic vocals, and I just decided just to go along by it with
Yeah,
it.
so I met you through VNA. VNA you saw in that video with El Profe. She has a show here in the Central Valley on Estrella TV and Azteca America. It's called the VNA Show. I call her the Spanish Oprah. I've done a lot of work with VNA. I love her to death. So have you.
That show, Mike, is just going. I think is so talented. She's got so many people that are talented, and it is an honor to have people like that showing the society and also Fresno, the beautiful people in Fresno about the BNA show. So thank you. This is working out just perfect.
Yeah, and we were just looking at your website. So, I mean, tell us for our viewers who are just getting to know you,
Okay.
your background and your story.
Sure. My story goes back many months ago. We migrated. So my family, my parents, and I uprooted us and brought us to the United States. A few years back, I have graduated from the university. In fact, I'm a part-time professor here at CSUN, and family grew up in a valley. So back in the day at high school, I started a band called Pancho Berruga or Pancho Worked, and from there, my music just taken off and but I needed to get educated, so I decided to go to school at night and work, and eventually I done everything I can up with my education. I go, well, but my music continues to call me, and that's so 50 years ago I decided to give it a try, and so I have 6 albums now, and
Wow.
and only that, but I was, very humbly nominated by Hollywood Music and Media Awards twice already. So we haven't won an award, but nomination is just, for me, it's just like winning.
Yeah. No,
'Cause it's,
absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah, I've never been nominated for any of my broadcasting stuff.
you will, you will, you will. But so the story goes that way that I started with music here in the United States, beautiful country. Then eventually I'm ending up, later years with music, and I'm including the mariachi sound to English lyrics, and so the 6 albums that I have, 70% are my songs. I like to write a little bit humbly, I tell you. Not that I'm a writer, but I put things together. And so uh, I, I feel very comfortable. I've done really well over the years. I'm situated, and I'm getting invitations to be in radio and television quite a bit. So I
T-
appreciate it.
so tell me, now you do songs in Spanish and English, so you're kind of working both markets.
It's exactly similar like Selena in no
Yep.
way comparison to Selena, but I'm entering that the Mexican American here in the United States.
Hmm.
You know, we switch from English and Spanish, and many of them like to hear that English sound as well. So that's what I'm doing. 2 or 3 songs in my last album, El Mexicano, and prior to that, another 2 songs. So I'm moving little by little to that mode in that genre.
Yeah, I love the cross pollination. I think that's great because you reach 2 massive markets.
Correct, correct. And I think because of the population, Mike, continues to grow, and it's wonderful. I feel really happy. So it is important to me to not only do English songs, but also create that music that I was born with and mix them together and see what happens.
So tell me a little bit about kind of your like who do you look up to musician wise?
Oh, there's quite a few bands, Mike. As you know, I grew up listening to Carlos Santana, bands like Chicago, bands like Malo, and also East LA bands that were so popular back then. And also, I love all kinds of music, not only from my heroes, but also from others as well. You know, the 70s, the 80s music are just fantastic, and they create or fill my mind with ideas, as well as, when I wake up with melodies in my head, listening to all these songs. So it's a combination. It's almost like a mix, if you will, a salad mixed of different genres that I listen to. And the bands of the 70s and 80s, 90s happen to be, a good number of them.
Well, and it's so funny too. Now that we're in the year 2021, you're starting to hear songs by artists today, and they're kind of doing songs from that time period, or even kind of like what the at the top of the interview we showed "Only You," and that, like you said, that was from a song from originally in 1951.
Exactly. I can tell you, Mike, that soon you will be hearing the Rolling Stones, covers, Beatles, and others, Michael Jackson and Jackson 5, and others that will come because their music was so excellent. The females, the Supremes, and others that have colored the lives of many people in the 80s and 90s. So I feel that that music was, for me at least, it made color my days. Right. I'm sure that new generations like now, the music that they listen to, they also feel comfortable. But the music from the 70s and 80s, 60s, and even 50s, which I did a cover, is really well done.
And it's sad, too. I've worked in radio, and I've worked at many different radio stations, and so many stations across the country now, they're only playing music from the 80s to today. They're leaving out 70s. They're leaving out 60s, 50s. And it sucks, to be honest with you. I mean, you look at Michael Jackson's music and then the Jackson 5. Why can't you mix it up? Play both. I mean, these are songs and these are decades of music that should never just be erased in history. So I like that you're able to take something, a song like "Only You" in the early 50s and remake it to today, because man, music from back in the day just as good as music as today, even maybe some even better.
Yeah, it's coming back. I think also Linda Ronstadt has made a big impact on the Mexican American community and overall throughout the world. Just talented individual with her strong voice, and so I appreciate the rock sound that she gave. And now because she did a mariachi music, believe it or not, and was very successful. So I think there's enough room for all of us to create and also share with the world. That's what happens.
We've got just a couple minutes left. Talk a little bit about the future for you and anything else that I missed.
Okay, so now what we have is new music that I'm waiting for this pandemic to end, hopefully soon. Hopefully the entire people get vaccinated and we can move on.
Yeah.
Go back to the studio, do a little bit more music, more covers, which it gave me enough time to create as well as to choose.
Good
and
point.
So I have gigs to start logging during the summer. I think that before the pandemic, I was ready to play with Malo and Tierra, those groups from East LA and San Francisco. And so hoping that we get to do those things again late summer. Mike, and I think there's again, it's enough for everybody, and I guess the music, but I think the music brings happiness to the soul of humanity, in which part we start feeling better about ourselves with what happens.
Absolutely. So I guess it won't it be so nice to perform for audiences again?
Sure. That's what the objective is. Number one objective, in the middle of this month, which will be a year that we stop doing all those things. I will definitely start logging in gigs for late summer, and also it's also important that shows like yours and Central Valley Talk is so nice to have us in so that people can listen to our music and also make up their minds,
Yeah.
and as well as be thinking about going out safely when
Right.
appropriate. Definitely.
elprofe.tv, that's where to learn more. Do you have videos on YouTube as well, or is everything on your website?
It's there is approximately about 40 videos right now on YouTube.
Nice.
What you can do is just very simplistic, El Profe, LPRFEHR, and you get all kinds of videos on YouTube. So there they are for your consideration, of course.
And real quick, what now? So Herman Rodriguez is your name. You go by your musical name, El Profe. Where did the El Profe come in from?
It comes from, believe it or not, teaching at a university here with the students. El Profe here, Profe there, Profe, can you tell me this? Profe, so my agent say, why don't you just call yourself El Profe?
Yeah.
It's easier for everybody to remember
Right.
rather than Herman with an H, no H. And so it was confusing. So the artistic name is El Profe, but my name is Herman Rodriguez. Service, and of course, El Profe.
And by the way, one of your real popular songs in English, it's called "Beautiful Stranger." I love that song. That song has a groovy tune, and it makes you feel happy.
That's what it is, and that's what I wanted to do with that song. It's almost like you're passing somewhere and you're hearing it, and it's, oh man, that song.
Yes.
And so the tone, the guitars, and the melody. So thank you for that comment. Mike, I appreciate it, and I hope that people can like it too.
All right, El Profe, Herman Rodriguez, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us today, and keep rocking.
Thank you, man. Good luck in Central Valley Talk, and Mike, it's good to see you, and I hope I can see you again at future time.
Yes, come back anytime.
Okay,
All right.
my friend.
Thank you, El Profe. I'm Austin Reed. That's going to do it for Central Valley Talk on this Thursday. Thank you for being with us. Have a wonderful upcoming weekend. Stay safe. And hit me up on Facebook anytime. Austin Reed on air. Also on Instagram and Twitter. Bye for now.
Cremation and